Welcome to another episode of Style It or Say Goodbye, the series where I take two pieces from the section of my closet full of pieces that I don't know how to style or that I never wear. I call this my how section, and I take those two pieces and style each of them 3 ways each, and then I decide whether or not I want to keep them in my wardrobe or let them go. If you're not caught up on the series, I will leave the entire playlist down below or up in the cards so you can get caught up. We have done many episodes by this point, so it is a fun watch to start from the beginning and see all the episodes till now. So again, I'll leave that linked so you can go catch up there. But if you're all caught up, I will talk about the pieces that we're going to be styling today. So the two pieces we're going to be styling today is a t-shirt and a skort, actually. So I'll talk about the skort first. This is a piece that I thrifted 2 or 3 years ago, and I really think it's super cute. I think it's 100% cotton or a cotton blend. It is like a really nice short silhouette. They're really comfortable, and I just really like the way that they feel on me. The thing about the skort is I don't really reach for it that often. I find it difficult to style. I don't really love the outfits that I've worn it with, and I just don't feel my best when I wear it, and I'm not sure why. I think the reason is the fact that the silhouette is sort of like a straight, almost curved in sort of silhouette. It kind of has this sort of rounded shape. And I think for me, I prefer a mini skirt slash skort to be more of an A-line shape. I want it to be very voluminous instead of this more rounded shape. So I think that's part of the reason that I don't really like it. The other piece is I think that because it's a cotton material and very stiff, it's hard for me to layer things over it as well. With something a little bit more flowy, whether that's a chiffon or just something that has a little more drape, I feel like I would be able to layer things over it, like a long t-shirt or something that could lay flat underneath a t-shirt or a longer layer on top. But with this, because it's this stiff material and it's pretty structured, it kind of stands away from the body and it sort of gets caught on the overlay. I'll show you with this t-shirt I'm wearing right now. So it just feels very, this t-shirt's also pretty narrow on my body anyway, but this is what I would not like, is it feeling all very stiff and stuck together. So that's, I think, the other reason why I don't style this as much, is I don't feel like I can style it with many of my t-shirts over the top. And also I just don't like really how this shape looks. So I think that's the reason that it's been difficult for me to style up until now. I think my goal for this skort would be to create outfits that have both options that are tucked and untucked. So that's going to be something I'm looking out for today, because if all I'm doing is tucking a t-shirt in every time I wear this, it's going to feel sort of repetitive and boring. Even if I'm wearing a different t-shirt every time, it's the same overall look, and I don't know, just not something that I'm really that excited about. And I think also just looking at whether or not the silhouette's really bothering me, I definitely think that if I found a skort that fit more in that A-line shape, I would definitely declutter this. So that's something on my mind. But do I like it enough to keep it for now? Or is it something that I look at in my closet and I'm this is something that I like, but I don't see myself reaching for very often, you know? So that's something I want to think about while I'm styling this skort today. And now as for the t-shirt, this is a very cute t-shirt. This is says deviled eggs on it. I got this as a gift, and I've had this in my wardrobe for, I think it's probably been maybe 4 years, 3 or 4 years. I don't know. That's the magic number. I clearly got all of my clothes in the last 3 years. So that's probably how long I've had this t-shirt. And I think that I don't really reach for it that much. I think one of the reasons that I don't reach for this t-shirt is it does feel like it blends really closely to my skin tone. And so I'm not really drawn to it. I'm someone who really loves contrast. So if I'm starting off with a piece that really just doesn't have any contrast, just against my skin, then I need to create even more contrast within the outfit. So I think that's the big thing that makes me not want to wear this, is the fact that the base color is so close to my skin tone. And I have so many t-shirts to choose from. I'd rather pick a less beigey cream, or I have also a lilac t-shirt that has red accents. So I have other options that do something similar to this. So it's about deciding if this is something that has staying power in my wardrobe, or if it's just taking up space and taking away from the other pieces that are just so much more functional within my wardrobe. So that is the explanation of these two pieces that we're going to be styling today. And let's just jump into the outfits. I think I'm going to start with the skort outfits. Okay, so here is the first outfit, and I just decided to put the whole thing together because I actually started with the idea of the vest, and then I was like, okay, what t-shirt do I think could work with the vest and sort of be the sandwich meat in this like navy sort of sandwich. So I went for my Modelo t-shirt. I feel like the blue is like the connection between all the pieces. And then I just finished off the outfit with my Clark's fisherman sandals because I think this is definitely a very summery look. If I'm wearing a t-shirt and the skort, it's probably pretty odd out. So I definitely wanted to wear a shoe that I thought would work alongside that outfit and the temperature that I'm thinking that I would wear it in. And I really do like this outfit. I do think I might like it more if the skort was an A-line. But I think as is, it's really cute. So I think I'm going to call this outfit number 1, and I'll tell you what this outfit is comprised of. So we have a lot of thrifted pieces. The whole base outfit is thrifted. So we have my Clark's sandals, not thrifted, my thrifted skort, which we talked about. This Modelo t-shirt is also thrifted, and then this is I think this is either Jones New York or a Liz Claiborne little vest. So that is outfit number 1. Now let's move on to outfit number 2. I thought I would try this vest next. This is also thrifted. I have the same t-shirt on underneath that I had in the previous outfit. I just wanted to sort of see how this would look together. It's fine. I don't really love how the colors are looking together. The purple and the navy are sort of throwing me off. So I'm glad I tried it. I like the idea of doing a vest with a t-shirt with this skort, but I don't think this is the right combination. Okay, so next attempt for outfit number 2 is this outfit, and this is sort of a combination of two things that I've styled before. I styled this tank top and this yellow button down with just a light wash pair of shorts that are sort of A-line, and then I've also just styled this same top combination with a dark wash pair of jeans, like bare leg jeans. I was like, oh, that sort of feels similar to the color and like shape of the skort. But with this outfit, I feel like the skort just feels like a different like outfit completely. I don't know, it just feels like this is more polished and the rest of the outfit is much more relaxed. And I don't know if putting a more polished shoe, because obviously I put a very casual shoe with my Birkenstocks with this outfit, but I think adding a polished element, I don't know if that would help. So maybe putting a more polished shoe will make the outfit feel more balanced. So let me try that and we'll see how I feel. Okay, so I was between two shoes. I have my Sam Edelman Ari belly flats in this like French burgundy color, and then my Clark's fisherman sandals, but I think I am gonna go with the fisherman sandals. I think they're sort of that perfect balance between kind of summery sandal and polished closed-toe shoe. And in terms of this outfit, obviously they're not like a super polished shoe, but in comparison to the Birkenstock, they are more polished in my opinion. So I think they work better with this overall outfit. I think it is helping. So I'm gonna change both shoes in the fisherman sandal and show you guys the full outfit. So the shoes were definitely the problem. I changed both into the fisherman sandal, and I think this definitely feels more like a cohesive outfit. I think adding just a little tiny bit more polish in more closed-toe leather shoe, I think helped balance out the casual versus polished elements of this outfit. Like, I think in terms of the overall outfit, this skirt has a more polished aesthetic than the rest of the outfits. And I think the shirt has a more casual overall aesthetic because of the hand painting and the just loose, kind of relaxed shape. And so I think that's a good contrast between these two pieces. So I think that adding the smooth leather, closed-toe, sort of fisherman style shape really helps to be the balance between these two seemingly very different pieces. So that is outfit number 2. We have my Clark's fisherman sandals again, the thrifted skort again. This little like cropped tank top is from Amazon. It's from the brand CRZ Yoga. It's like their long line tank or something. And then we have this thrifted button up that I think is from the brand Norton Graham. And that is outfit number 2. So let's move on to the third and final outfit for the skort. Okay, so this was my next thought with this skort, was to do like a sort of cropped, sort of boxy sweater. I think that'd be cute, but this kind of feels a bit preppy for me. I think the collared element along with the stripes, along with the more neutral palette, is just like very much not the styles and outfits that I want to be creating. So I think that this is a no. I'm kind of running out of ideas for this because I don't have a lot of top options. It's like t-shirts right now. I have a couple of like blouses. I have a long sleeve like ruffly one that's white grounded with like pink and blue florals, but I don't really think that that will work with this. I mean, maybe I'll try it. Let's see if what's going on in my head is actually not accurate. Okay, so here is that top. It is 100% cotton, so it's pretty lightweight. I feel comfortable wearing this for like up to 70 degrees, I think, because I can also obviously like pull the sleeves up. And so I think that this could work, but I definitely don't like it untucked. So let's see what it looks like tucked. Guys, I'm not sure about this one. When I see an outfit like this, I'm thinking, okay, number one, do I like it? And I'm looking at this and I'm saying, I'm not sure. And then I'm trying to figure out why I don't like it. I think for this, there's a lot of delicate, polished elements. And I think it feels a bit dressy for my everyday style. So I think that's what's kind of making me feel unsure about it. I also think the color combination, there isn't really enough color in this outfit. It has little hits of, the pink and the blue, but I do love like a more saturated color. I mean, obviously this is a deep saturated color, the navy, but this is also a neutral. I think that's another thing that's like making me not interested. Like, I think if I had this top short sleeve in a different print, it would look really cute with this skirt, but it just like isn't working for me the way that it is now. I just really think I need more variation in terms of blouses. I think that's a big hole in my wardrobe right now, because for skirts like this, where I know what it looks like with the t-shirt and it's like fine, but sort of feels like the same outfit over and over again. Or a button-down shirt. Like, I have 2 printed button-down shirts. I showed you guys the yellow one. I have a beige one too, and the beige one just feels like too neutral. So that sort of is not great either. So then my options are like blouses, and I have this printed blouse, and that's kind of it in terms of printed blouses. I'm trying to think. I'm working on making some. I'm sewing in my downtime, so I'm pretty slow. I'm not like making one thing per week. I wish I could, but I definitely see that blouses are something that I need to build within my wardrobe, particularly printed blouses, because I have a solid blouse, that quince one, the navy. Like, that's nice, but I'm not wearing that with this skirt. I just think that it's too blue, too solid. And I have found that print is very important within my wardrobe. So that's something that's making this particularly difficult. Is I think that if I had more top options, this would be easy to style. It's a dark color, it's a comfortable silhouette, it's a comfortable shape, it feels easy to wear, but I don't have what I want in my wardrobe to like make it work. But then it's like, if I had a different silhouette of skort, then I'd be able to wear a t-shirt tucked in or untucked, like I mentioned earlier. I mean, would that give me a lot more options? I don't know. Would it give me more options than I have now? Probably. So I think I'm just trying to sort of figure out whether or not this is something that is the skirt's problem. Like, it doesn't work with enough tops that I already own, which is probably true. Or is it that I need to build my printed blouse wardrobe, something that I think would have a positive effect on my wardrobe as a whole, because it's something that I feel like I'm really lacking, not just in terms of this outfit, but in my wardrobe as a whole. It feels like hard for me to style solid bottoms because I don't have a lot of printed tops, instead of having like a balance of everything. So that's something that I really am sort of trying to reckon with, is like whether or not the skirt is the thing that's hard to style because it's hard to style, or because I don't have the tools to style it in the way that I want to. And then that brings up the question, like, it's not working with the stuff that I already have. It should just be working with the stuff I already have. And I think the element that I feel like this feels a little more polished than your average short. Like, I think just in general, skirts feel a little bit more polished or less casual than shorts, I guess. So I have the element of casualness built into a shorts outfit, so I sort of know how to style those outfits. Whereas this feels less casual, and so then I need to build in more casual while balancing out the less casual elements of the outfit, if that makes sense. So it feels harder to style in that sense. Like, I've been wearing shorts for a really long time. I don't have a lot of experience styling mini skirts, and so I think that adds another layer of difficulty. So what do I think I'm gonna do with this skort? So I think what I'm gonna do with this skort is like make the decision right now. I think that I liked both of the outfits that I made. Do I think they were like the most fantastic outfits that I've ever put together? No. I think I am gonna declutter this because I think I would prefer a printed bottom. I think I would prefer an A-line shape. And I think the only reason I've been keeping this is because it's a neutral color that feels like it would be easy to style. And it fits me nicely. Like, it does have a nice fit on it. It's just not the shape that I want. So I think thinking about, like, if it was a different color, would I keep it or get rid of it? Like, what color would I prefer this in? And I don't think I would want to change the color. Obviously, like, dyeing this could be an option, but I don't even think I want to do that. Like, I don't like the shape enough to spend the time dyeing it a different color. So I think that's an indication to me that this needs to leave my closet. And maybe I make a skort, maybe I try and find a printed skort, but it's just not something that I think is even close to something that I really love. I think I bought this thinking it was a neutral color, it would be easy for me to style, and the fit was really great, so like, why not? And not thinking about like how it would actually fit in with my wardrobe. And I think that's been a mindset shift since doing my no buy and my low buy, is like thinking about how a piece is going to fit into my wardrobe. That's not something I ever considered previously, and it's definitely helping me to like reframe how I think about pieces within my wardrobe. So I love this. I think it's so cute. It's very comfortable, but it's just not for me. So the skort is going to be a declutter, and let's move on to the t-shirt outfits. Okay, so for the first outfit, I thought I would go for an outfit formula that I've used many times before, along with an inspiration from a previous outfit that I put together. So I love wearing t-shirts with midi skirts, so that's something that I've styled a lot before. And then recently I did a sort of tonal outfit with a more deep burgundy cropped little linen top with a skirt and these shoes, and I thought that looked really cute. So I thought doing a more casual version of it could be really cute, and it ties back in the red in the deviled eggs graphic with the red with the rest of the outfit. So it still has that tonal feel, but it sort of is like a different font of that previous outfit. So I think this is really cute. I'm trying to think like where I'd wear this, to be honest. Okay, so if I'm being honest, I would probably not wear the red shoes with the midi skirt t-shirt. That's more of a casual outfit for me, like something that I would wear to like the grocery store or, you know, to run out and about. And I just probably wouldn't reach for the heeled sandals. These feel like a little bit more dressy, and I feel like I want the outfit to feel a little bit more casual. So I think I might switch out the shoes for something that feels a bit more flat and like worn, and something that's just like a little bit less kind of clean and polished. Okay, so I went for my Eastland slingback sandals, and I just love the way that like a deep, rich brown looks with red. I don't know, something about that really excites me. So that is what I styled with this, and I think this is really cute. It's kind of a basic outfit, but I do think that it's allowing me to sort of see this t-shirt in a different way. So I do like this outfit, but now I want to take a minute to like think about other shirts that I could pair with this, because obviously this is a pretty simple outfit, and I want to see like, is this doing something different than other t-shirts that I've styled with this skirt? I styled a sort of dark green t-shirt with this, and I think that looks really cute, but I think that this does something different. I think this is more of like a tonal, whereas that was more like a playful combination. So they feel like very different outfits. Something else that I feel like could work with this red skirt would be my sort of lilac t-shirt that has red details on it. That I think also feels a bit different than this. Maybe not like a lot different, but that's also something that I feel like could be styled with this. Do I feel like this is like different enough? I think so, because I feel like this is sort of like a picnic vibe. Whereas the green with the red feels like a little bit more of like a playful, funky outfit. And then the lilac t-shirt with the red design, that's also more on the playful side. And this feels like a red outfit. It feels very picnic. The deviled eggs with the sort of like picnic blanket kind of skirt energy just brings something different to the outfit. So I think I'm going to call this outfit number 1. This outfit is comprised of my Eastland sandals. This is a Uniqlo skirt. This is a deviled eggs t-shirt. It was gifted to me. I'm not sure if I can find the brand or where it came from. I will put it somewhere down below or on the screen or something, but that is outfit number 1. And now let's move on to outfit number 2. Okay, so here's the second outfit that I came up with for this t-shirt. And I wasn't sure about it because I really don't like a red, white, and blue color combination. But I feel like this is not giving red, white, and blue because the t-shirt is actually not white, obviously. It's like a beige, and then the blue, there's a two-tone blue. So I think it just feels like sort of like a blue-red combo. I don't know, you guys tell me if you feel like this is red, white, and blue. But I do actually really like how this looks together. And what's funny about this is like these pants, I made them, so I haven't really styled them that much with my wardrobe as a whole, and I've been nervous to kind of style them with a t-shirt because they sort of do have that like buffalo check appearance, and so with certain tops, they sort of look like pajamas, but I feel like with this t-shirt, they don't give that for some reason, and maybe it's because it's like just a very like easy, bold shirt, or maybe it's the colors working together. I'm not really sure, but I do really like this together, and I think that this could be a really nice outfit number 2. In fact, I think I am going to call this outfit number 2. I really like the way that this looks together. This definitely feels like something that I would wear. I feel like I've been making very simple outfits with the t-shirt, but truly if it's hot and I'm wearing a t-shirt, like I'm not going to be adding a lot of stuff to the outfit as a whole. Like I could maybe add like a button down open, but maybe I'll do that in the next outfit with like a short. I probably wouldn't do that if I'm wearing like a long pant. These are pretty breathable, so I definitely feel like this is like a summertime outfit. I've worn something similar to this in the past, so I love how this looks, and I'm gonna call it outfit number 2. So what I'm wearing with this outfit are a pair of secondhand Kelsey Dagger flats in this little like woven texture. Then these are me-made pants. These are the Emile pants from Ready to Sew in a really nice like large scale check, and then the deviled egg t-shirt. So that is outfit number 2. Let's move on to outfit number 3. Okay, so for the third outfit, I went for a little like shorts, open button down sort of combo. This definitely feels like something that I would wear for a summer day. And so I really leaned into the green-red combination. That's what I had in my mind when I put this together. I was like, okay, I want to do a button down. What do I think is going to be like the most fun color combination? So I did this like deep olive with the red, and I just feel like this color combination up here looks so good together. And then I just added my like light wash. These are Abercrombie A-line shorts, and I think it just adds some lightness to this outfit. It all feels very balanced in terms of the color combination, and then bringing in these like deep brown accessories and the belt and the sandals to just like keep it feeling very grounded with those deep sort of rich tones that I love in my style year-round. So I think I'm gonna call this outfit number 3. I really didn't think that it would be so easy to put 3 outfits together. I am definitely interested to look back at the outfits with a more objective eye, just to like make sure that I'm being really thoughtful, particularly about t-shirts, because I have a lot of t-shirts in my wardrobe. I have a lot of outfit formulas and outfits that I can easily put together with t-shirts, but I really want to be intentional about which t-shirts stay within my wardrobe, what feels natural and useful within my wardrobe. So I definitely want to take the extra time to make sure that this is something that's earned its place. And with that, this outfit is comprised of my Eastland sandals. These are Abercrombie A-line shorts, loft belts, the deviled egg t-shirt, and this is a quince button down. So that is the final outfit. Let's sit down and chat about the t-shirt outfits, and I'll give you guys my final say. All right, we already talked about the skort and that I decided to declutter it, so we can just talk about the deviled egg t-shirt outfits. And the first one is the t-shirt with the gingham skirt and the brown sandals. And I like this. I think it's fine. I have put this with a lot of different t-shirts, this combination of the gingham skirt with any multitude of shoes. And so in the moment, I was like, I think there's nothing that I like as much as this that does a similar thing. But after looking at the clip, I realized my Hot Dog Johnny's t-shirt does a very similar thing. It has the red hits, but it also has that vibrant yellow and the browns and just more interest in the graphic itself. And so if I was creating an outfit like that, I would probably just go for my Hot Dog Johnny's t-shirt over the deviled eggs t-shirt. Next, we have the Me Made pants with the deviled egg t-shirt and the Kelsey Dagger flats. And I don't really like how the colors are working together. I don't love how the beige looks with the blues in the pants. I do like the red with the blues, but I think the overall outfit just is not doing what I hope it would do. And it's just not my favorite. Finally, we have the quince button-up with the shorts. I like this outfit the best out of the three. But again, I was thinking about is there any other t-shirt that I feel would do a similar thing? And I feel like my Hot Dog Johnny's t-shirt would work here as well. I think I just prefer the yellow color that's in the Hot Dog Johnny's t-shirt over this deeply beige ground color that the deviled egg t-shirt is in. So that's sort of making me put the brakes on keeping this in my wardrobe. Of course, I could dye this t-shirt, but I think the other thing that I like better about the Hot Dog Johnny's t-shirt is it's multiple colors. It's the brown, it's the red, it's the yellow. There's so many colors in that t-shirt that it really feels like it brings a lot of interest to the outfit, whereas the deviled egg t-shirt is a lot more basic. It's just the red and the letters and then the ground color of the shirt. So I don't know if dyeing it is going to really make me fall in love with it. So with all that being said, I think I'm going to declutter the deviled egg t-shirt. And by declutter, I mean make it into a pajama shirt and just not wear it for regular day-to-day outfits. I still like it as a shirt, but I don't think it's providing me with the styling options that my other t-shirts are giving to me at this point. So I think it doesn't need to stay hung up or with the rest of my t-shirts for everyday outfits. I think it can just be relegated to, casual sleep shirts or workout shirts, that sort of part of my wardrobe. So with that, I have styled 62 items in the Style It or Say Goodbye series and decluttered 31. So we're back at that 50% mark in terms of styling versus decluttering. And it's really hard. It's getting super, super hard. We're getting down to the stuff, the stuff that I know in my heart I should have gotten rid of a long time ago, and stuff that is hard for me to determine whether or not it's making an impact on my wardrobe because I have a lot of similar things. I have a lot of grounded t-shirts, so me going through each t-shirt and really putting it head to head with other t-shirts is, I think, gonna narrow down my t-shirts quite a bit. I definitely know that I have a type when it comes to certain pieces of clothing, so I definitely see myself slowly, being able to reduce definitely my t-shirts. So the number feels wild, the fact that 50% of the things that we've styled I've decluttered, but I think a lot of it is pieces that I've hung on to, and I know in my heart that I probably don't need them in my wardrobe, and I feel a certain type of way when I see them in my closet, and it's not a good feeling. So I think this series allows me to face that head on and be okay, put your money where your mouth is. You kept this. Let's see if it's actually functioning in the way that you envisioned when you bought it. So that's been a really great byproduct of this series, is just like forcing me to, okay, see the thing that's pretty that I bought with all these like intentions and how I thought that it would function in my wardrobe, and seeing like, actually, no, this is not functioning the way that you intended. So maybe it's time for that piece to find a new home. So kind of crazy that we have another episode where both pieces were decluttered, but like I said, I think we're getting down to the stuff that I like really rarely wear and have been avoiding. and that's either, gonna be a surprised yes or like an obvious no. Like, I definitely have a lot of pieces that I'm like, oh wow, a skort, I've really wanted a skort, so I buy the skort, and then I find out that the only detail about it that I like is the skort part. You know what I mean? It's not the color or the print or the shape or anything. It's just the fit, and then it's a skort, So that's something that I'm realizing, and has made a major impact on how I see anything that I'm going to consider bringing into my wardrobe. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up so I know to make more videos like this. And if you've been enjoying the series, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming episodes from me. I post them weekly, so you don't want to miss those. And if you enjoyed this, you might enjoy my video where I shop my closet for summer, and I pick 5 pieces that I'm excited to wear in the upcoming season. And I style each one in an outfit, so I will leave that linked here, and see you in the next one. Bye!